Hello and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to cover the catalog flashback for the Retexture weekend in May as 15. So yes, started. So basically, if you don't know, this catalog flashback series is a series where I go over a past event or update to the catalog just for nostalgia's sake because it's fun to look back at things I think many people really enjoyed. So today I am going over the Retexture weekend from May of 2018. I did go over the April Retexture weekend, which just happened a few weeks before this, but they did actually make another one pretty soon, and this is it. So yeah, let's get started. So right over here, they did start off with another noob assist. They started off the last one with a noob assist, and now they started off this one with a noob assist. And they released this one for Mother's Day, which was around this time, and they released for 75 Robux. And right over here has the noob saying "I love mom" sign. It looks pretty cute, and it has a stock of 10,000, and it's doing pretty good compared to a lot of noob attacks. And noob assist, the tax one was 1,000, and this one's almost double that. So this is definitely one that's doing better. I think people just like it because it has a nice message, and it also looks pretty nice too. So definitely not that bad. Now next up over here, the first item they released that wasn't unlimited was this Golden Crown of Warlords. They released it for the 1-day timer right over here and a price of 9,000. And this is a retexture of the Crown of Warlords, which is a gray helmet, which looks very similar to this. And there's also a black version of this as well. This is pretty cool. It hasn't returned since, but it could go limited sometime. Who knows? If it does go limited, I can see it coming back on sale for 9,000 before it does, like a lot of the other limiteds that are coming out recently. So yeah, this is definitely a pretty good item and definitely a nice collectible if you were able to get it. And the next one out over here is the Counterfeit Wizard Hat, which released for 1,000 Robux. This is a pretty cool one. It is purple, and it's a retexture of this blue classic version right over here, which is a limited item. This purple is not limited and it's still on sale right now, so if you are a fan of the original, you can still get this one today, and who knows, this might go limited even though it probably isn't as likely as the Golden Crown. Next up right over here are the filled notes of the Riemann hypothesis. This is a retexture of those other filled notes that are a limited item. Right over here is the original, which is the filled proofs of the Riemann hypothesis, which are proofs instead of notes, and they are white right over here. So if you can't afford this original one, there is this yellow version, which is available for about half the price of the limited one. So pretty cool, definitely a nice one, and a pretty creative choice for them to retexture. Now next up over here we have a Glorious Sword, which is a gear that released for 1,000 Robux. This one doesn't really like it has a retexture, but it's a nice little gear that they released, and definitely one that I think could make some nice matches with some silver or gold outfits, so definitely not that bad, and it's still available for today. Next up was the Happy Magic Flower bow tie for 800 Robux. And this one also isn't a retexture, but it is an addition to the Happy Time Magic Flower series, which is a series that they have this kind of purple water texture, and then they have this little yellow flower. So it's a pretty cool addition to it. I think this is the only addition to the series that's on sale and not limited, so if everything else is too expensive or unavailable, then this is the last thing you can still get. The next up over here we have the Coif of Excellence. This is a retexture of a lot of those older helmets. There's the Cleo's helmet. There's also that white and purple one that looks very similar to this, so it's a retexture of one of those helmets, and instead this is the gold and blue version. It released for the price of 900 bucks, so it's definitely not the cheapest, but still looks nice. You can definitely make a nice outfit with this helmet. Then next up over here, they did release the big item of this weekend, the blue Clockwork headphones, which released for 2-day timer for 10,000 Robux. These are headphones that many people do enjoy. They're definitely a fan favorite item, and one that I think people really want to see go limited. They have not gone limited yet, but I'm sure that either this one or one of the other ones in the series will probably go limited at some point. Still a little over 2,400 times, so definitely not the rarest, and you can definitely still see them on profiles and in games. And I forgot to mention for the Golden Crown of Warlords, that one got a little over 300 sales, so that one is definitely pretty rare, and definitely one that is harder to find. This one is definitely one that probably, if it does go limited, probably won't be the hardest to find, and you can definitely make a nice profit off of this one. Now next up over here, we do get some two small items. We have the outdoor outing hat and the red antennae. This outdoor outing hat is probably a retexture of one of their classic picnic items that they do have. It's a pretty cool cheap accessory. It's definitely nice for the spring and summer months. Okay, nothing much else to say about it. It's still available if you do want to get it today for 35 bucks. Next up over here, we have the red antennae. It's a retexture of the green antennas that they have, which are still available today. These are only 20 bucks, so definitely pretty affordable. They're pretty simple mesh, just a line over here and then a circle at the end. So pretty cool, and they are definitely pretty popular. They have tens of thousands of favorites, and definitely a nice little pickup if you do want to get it. And the last thing they released for this weekend was the Teapot Launcher for 600 Robux right over here. This is a pretty cool one. It has a teapot on top right over there, and it launches teapots in games. It's a really cool gear, and definitely one if you are a fan of the Teapot series to pick up. And it's a nice little addition to this weekend, so even though it isn't a retexture itself, it is a nice addition to the series that it is part of. So yeah, that was the next retexture weekend, just a few weeks after the last one from April. It was a pretty big weekend, I think. We got a lot of big items, some new limiteds, and overall I think it was a really successful weekend, and definitely one of my favorites as well as favorites of other people as well. So yeah, that was the catalog flashback for this weekend. I'll be definitely making more catalog flashbacks in the future for more weekends like this, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.